Hi there, Facebook. This is Esther Darlene Glenn, also known as Darlena Estelle. And today is Tuesday, January 21st, 2025, in the city of Durham, North Carolina. I am in front of 1520 Cooper Street. This is R.N. Harris Elementary School. And today I am offering a personal dedication of this historical marker commemorating our first Black City Council member and first Black to serve on the Durham School Board. Also commemorating this building as the site of the 1971 Save Our Schools charrette, co-anchored by Ann Atwater and C.P. Ellis in their fight to end segregation. And January is the month of Mr. Nicholas Harris's death in 1965. He died January 4th, 1965. And I wanted to give my personal dedication and also to take this moment after all that we have heard about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. over the weekend and inspired us to take action. And I realized that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was one person, but the movement included many people. And many people need to care about the significance. Many people do care about the significance of who our schools are named after in the city of Durham. And it is no secret of the changes in the city of Durham that is actually wiping out the history. And so this historical marker was granted based on a proposal that I wrote in 2022 to the North Carolina African American Commission and the William C. Pomeroy Foundation. So I want to give thanks to both of those organizations for their taking up the cause to recognize the importance of this building and the significance of the people involved to the city of Durham and to the state of North Carolina. I'm going to open up with a poem, a song written by Dr. Toya Chinflu, and this is in relation to the city of Durham as a whole. It's called Durham 150. 1869, Durham came to mind. Started out as a train station, now the best city in the nation. 1869, Durham came to mind. Started out as a train station, now the best city in the nation. Across the tracks on the edge of Paris Street lived a group of people who created Black Wall Street. Following the end of the Civil War, Blacks left plantations for sure, starting a new life as people free. They formed the Hayti community, a city of Negro enterprise. One brought a gleam of pride in Booker T's eyes. Hayti was the place to be to receive dignity. Treated as Mrs. and Mr., we became brothers and sisters, being doctors, homeowners, bankers, barbers, and store owners, educated preachers and teachers. Now we're here to shout it out, sharing the history, what's all about. Listen closely, you won't miss the people and places that make Durham the best. Being a shining example of what could be, and people, when people unite. Are we all set free? 1869, Durham came to mind. Started out as a train station, now the best city in the nation. 1869, Durham came to mind. Started out as a train station, now the best city in the nation. And that was written by Dr. Toya J. Chinflu. In recognition of the people who came before us, who paved the way, who made sacrifices, who stood up for what was right, who didn't back down from a difficult fight, I pour libations in memory of Mr. Richard Nicholas Harris, Miss Ann Atwater, who was a civil rights activist in the city of Durham. She fought for many things like Operation Breakthrough, fair housing, and many other causes to uplift people to have a decent way of living, including equal opportunities in our public schools. Ashe. Also for Mr. C.P. Ellis, who at one point served as the highest leader in the city of Durham for the KKK. But he was able to put aside his pride to see the common good for all of the children in the city of Durham. And he co-chaired the Save Our Schools charrette to end school segregation in the city of Durham. Ashe for Mr. C.P. Ellis. In memory of these three individuals, I would like to read what it says on the historical marker. R.N. Harris, advocate for desegregation, first black man on Durham City Council and the school board. The school named in his honor. This is the site. The school was named in his honor in 1967. It was dedicated then. And it's significant that this school is down the street from Durham Tech Community College, because Mr. Nicholas Harris, as a member of the Durham City School Board, City Council, one of the issues that came before the City Council was access and planning for Durham Tech in relation to Research Triangle Park. And Mr. Harris advocated for the integration and the acceptance of blacks and women to Durham Tech, which we now call Durham Technical Community College. So for Mr. Nicholas Harris, I honor him, his memory, his work, his sacrifice with these yellow roses, as he was courageous. Being the first black person is never easy, I know. And for his courageousness in standing up for what is right. For Miss Ann Atwater, being a bold activist and advocate for those who are not as well received in mainstream society. I honor her today and her legacy to stand up for what is right in the city of Durham. And for Mr. C.P. Ellis, being a peaceful person and standing up for what is right and looking out for the well-being of his neighbors, his community, and his family. I honor him today. I wanted to offer one last remarks, and this is also written by Toya J. Chinflu. And in one of our Black History programs at the school, she created a program to remember all of the good things about our Durham community. And this was what she shared with our students, staff, and parents. Nothing like a great friendship. We all need friends because my friends can count on me. The school's Ann Atwater Freedom Library continues her work of making surprising friendships possible. Ann Atwater was an American civil rights activist in Durham, North Carolina. Throughout her career, she helped improve the quality of life in Durham through programs like Operation Breakthrough, a community organization dedicated to fight the war on poverty. They started the organization SOS, Save Our Schools. The they refers to her and CPLs. They wanted to try to achieve integration peacefully by sitting down at workshops in the cafeteria at this school to talk about ways we could have peaceful interactions. They created an exhibit in R.N. Harris Elementary School to show the children both sides of the community. They had materials from both the black and white communities, but the most controversial piece was a set of KKK robes that CP brought. Their goal was to use education to teach both black and white children about their community, to foster an understanding that they hoped would end the violence and bullying and lead to a better education for both races. And I will say that in Durham, we still have this ongoing mission to create equal access in our schools, integrated schools. Of course, school districts are based on real estate, and we know that Durham has changed dramatically. And so when the Growing Together plan was drawn up, it has, in my opinion, sent us back to segregation of the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. So finally, I offer to you a charge. The Durham community, this is your community. It's not just about me, it's about us and what we can accomplish together. And if my days at R.N. Harris as the media coordinator end, I challenge you to take up this cause and keep teaching our children the importance of Mr. Richard Nicholas Harris and the importance of this school and what it means to the community. It is important, but is it significant to you enough to invest time and energy into making sure that the memory of this school is never forgotten? God bless you all, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.